Guys, today I'm going to show you how you can make insane gains using other people's money. So you're sitting at home, you've got $500 and you want to make money in crypto. So let's say you make a 10x on that, and that is $5,000. Now, is that going to change your life? Well, maybe for some, but most people would want more or much bigger gains to make it life-changing gains. Well, I've got a hack for you called Bitfunded. This is where you use other people's money to maximize your gains. So think about it. If you can use $100,000 of somebody else's money and you make 5% on that, that's already $5,000. Now imagine what you can do if you make 20, 30, 40% on that $100,000. Let me show you a few things. So the first thing you're going to do is sign up to Bitfunded using the link below, and this is what you're going to be presented with. So make sure you click Join Challenge. And as you can see, you're going to be faced with a menu of multiple options. Now, what exactly are we looking at? Let's start with the base challenge at $5,000. Now, on the left-hand side here, you can see it's going to cost you $79 to get a $5,000 base challenge. So what we are doing here is we are leverage trading using other people's money. What does that cost you? Well, it costs you $79 to enter the challenge. Then all you need to do is make 8% on phase 1. Then you make 5% on phase 2. Once you pass those 2 stages, they are going to give you a funded account of $5,000, and you're going to keep 80 to 90% of any profits that you make on that funded account. So the link in the description is currently a Christmas promo, but if you are watching this video in a few months' time, say somewhere in 2025, there's going to be a unique offer specifically for you. So make sure you sign up using that link below in the description. So once you've bought your first challenge, you're going to see your dashboard is going to look something like this. You can see I've got a stage 1 challenge going at $10,000, and I've got a phase 1 going at $50,000 currently. Now, the trading platform is very similar to the regular leverage exchanges that you are used to, and it works on pretty much the same principle. Let's take a look at their interface. So as you can see, it's a typical trading exchange that you would be familiar with, but there are 1 or 2 tricks that you need to understand when trading with Bitfunded. So for example, those of you that like to add to your positions once you've already started, Bitfunded is not going to bundle the positions together. It's going to open separate positions. So the important thing to note about Bitfunded is that it runs on 5x leverage. You cannot increase that leverage. So if you have a $5,000 account, it allows you to leverage that account 5 times. So for example, your $5,000 account will give you $25,000 of trading value. Now, every time you put in an order, if you go to the right-hand box on Bitfunded, you will note it's a typical order box that you'll see on other exchanges. Whenever you put in the amount that you want to purchase, remember, you need to multiply that by 5 for your position size. So for example, I'm looking at GRT here and I'm going to buy $1,000. Now that is automatically going to multiply it by 5, so it's going to open a $5,000 position. Now, as you can see, I plugged in $1,000 in the box on the right, and now you can see the position size that it's opened is about $5,000. Now, the thing with Bitfunded is you cannot add to your existing position and increase your average entry while you are trading. So if you want to add to your position, it opens a separate trade for you. Let's open another GRT position. So as you can see, it doesn't bundle the trade together. So just be aware of that when you are trading. So if you open a new position, when you're trying to increase your size, it's going to open a separate trade for you. So a couple of tips and tricks to understand about Bitfunded is, number 1, you can see you can't bundle your entries together. They open it in separate positions. Another thing to be aware of as a trader is once your trade is in profit, you can't move your stop above your entry. So your stop loss always needs to be at your entry or just below. So remember, as with all leverage trading, make sure you are using stop losses, because Bitfunded has a few rules that you have to stick to as a trader if you want to pass the challenges. Number 1 is obviously risk management, and they make sure that you are very disciplined with that regard. So just a reminder, putting stops, you can just go into the trade, you can click on the pen, and you can add your stop loss pretty easily here. So now I'm adding stop losses to both of these trades. So you can see my stops are now in place and my positions are open and these trades are running. Let's take a look at some of the rules on Bitfunded so that you understand right out the gates what you need to do and what you need to achieve to take advantage of these funded accounts. So they've given you some criteria here, and you can see on the $10,000 account, it says stage 1. So that is account type, it's a demo. Then you can see when you move to stage 2, it's your demo account, and then stage 3 is your live account. There's certain things that need to happen for you to pass each stage. So let's look at phase 1. Okay, phase 1, they give you the minimum trading days is 5 days. So what this tells you is that you have to have traded for 5 days. So something that I like to do is once I've completed the challenge, let's say I've done it in 2 or 3 days, then I will open a nominal small trade just to get me through the 5 days of trading. Then that will obviously ultimately pass you through stage 1. So if you've made your gain that you need to make for them, you can close your trades and then open tiny positions for the remaining days just to get through the trading period. Then you can see maximum daily loss. This is the maximum that you are allowed to lose for that particular day of trading. So make sure you are being very greedy with your entries and make sure you are practicing risk management. Now, just because they give you $5,000 on 5x doesn't mean you need to open a $25,000 trade. You can nurse this account nice and slowly with good risk management and still pass the challenge. You don't have to go out with massive size positions from day one. So what you're looking at here is a test account. They give you 2 tests. Number 1 is to first make 8%, or in this case, it's $800. Phase 2 is make 5%, or in this case, $500. And once you have passed the test accounts, they give you a funded account, i.e. real money that you can trade with. Remember, a couple of things to note. The most you can lose in a day on this $10,000 trading account is $1,000. So if you lose that amount, you fail the challenge and you will need to try again. So anybody out there looking to become a full-time trader or really looking to have a go at trading, this is a really nice option for you because your risk on your starter account is only $79. And if your trade doesn't go your way or you get liquidated, your risk is that $79. So you have lots of upside here and very little risk to get into the game. Now, imagine a situation where you have multiple trading strategies, you want to try new things, you want to try lots of different trading techniques. Well, you could have multiple accounts. You don't need to be settled with just one funded account. So you could try various techniques and have 3 or 4 of these accounts running. Imagine the power of many of these accounts running at the same time during a bull market. So guys, if you are new to trading and you like this idea of Bitfunded, don't forget one of the most powerful things in trading is to have a community. And what I suggest you do is join my community, Chart Hackers, where we drop trades and alpha every single day. I have an amazing team in there and they're going to help you guys with entries and exits, and they're going to help you with education along the way. So make sure you join Chart Hackers as well. There is a link for you in the description below, and come take part in one of the most powerful communities in crypto.